Welcome to paper explanation from Excellencia Group of Colleges. So, I welcome you for paper explanation from Excellencia Junior Colleges. So, we are going to, actually, myself and chemistry faculty, we are going to discuss about the chemistry paper of today's session. So, 4th April morning session, chemistry paper discussion. Regarding chemistry, as we have observed in our previous last chemistry mains examination also. So, chemistry was from easy to moderate level. So this time also the similar type of questions are coming from NCERT book, and similar straightforward questions are coming. Few physical chemistry questions are slightly becoming typical, but overall the paper is from easy to moderate level. We can consider it as easy to moderate level paper. Okay, so we'll start the discussion. So when we go for the first question, actually this is our memory-based questions. These are the memory-based questions which we are discussing. So when we go for the first question, you can observe total number of lone pairs, and sigma bond pairs formed by central atom of xenon in XeO6 4 minus. So if you see the question, we can relate this question to chemical bonding, valency shell electron pair repulsion theory, or we can also relate it to noble gases, because as they got the xenon compound, we can relate even it to noble gases, but more particularly it becomes a question from chemical bonding. So as they are asking the bond pairs, lone pairs like. So when we take this molecule, XeO6 4 minus molecule, when we take the molecule, generally what we'll do to determine the hybridization, which we study in our regular classes, how will we determine the hybridization of any molecule? As this is given, XeO4, XeO6 4 minus is given. So when we go for the hybridization, we have some formula like this. Hybridization H is equal to 1 by 2 number of valence electrons in the central atom. Or once I write the formula, number of valence electrons in the central atom plus number of monovalent atoms bonded to it minus cationic charge and plus anionic charge. This will be the formula to determine the hybridization for unknown molecules. So we can use that one here, 1 by 2. As xenon is the compound, as we know, xenon is the noble gas compound, so number of valence electrons are 8. And monovalent atoms bonded. We know the meaning monovalent means which make only one bond. So oxygen is a bivalent metal, so therefore we can take 0 minus cationic charge. We don't have any cationic charge plus anionic charge. So if we substitute the formula here, so what is the number we are getting there? We are getting the number 6. So as 6 is the answer, we can conclude it becomes sp3d2 hybridization. So we can get the hybridization from this type of explanation. But what is the question they are asking? They are asking lone pairs and sigma bond pairs. So how we get the lone pairs? After determining the hybridization, lone pair, H minus number of bonded atoms. H minus number of bonded atoms. This is the formula we'll be using to get the lone pair. H is the previous number, what we got 6. So here number of bonded atoms means we won't see the monovalent, bivalent, all such things, just bonded atoms. So we have 6 bonded atoms, therefore 0. So from that we can conclude lone pairs are 0 in that molecule. Then so we got the lone pair 0. Then sigma bond pairs is the question. So to get the sigma bond pairs, we should go for the geometry. So we got the sp3d2 hybridization. So sp3d2 with a 0 lone pairs means when we go to the geometry, so which type of geometry we are getting there? Oxygen occupies double bond, oxygen occupies such positions, then XeO6 minus 4. So this becomes a geometry. So after understanding the geometry, what they are asking sigma bond pairs. So here we should take it. They are not asking all the bond pairs. So like that the students will make the mistake. So that is the thing they want. They are asking sigma bond pairs. So not all the bond pairs. If you go for the bonding, it is a sigma, sigma, sigma. When we have the double bond, one is sigma, other is pi, sigma, pi. So as they're asking the sigma bond pairs, how many sigma bond pairs are there? Sigma bond pairs are 6. So they are asking the total number of lone pairs and sigma bond pairs. So therefore 0 plus 6, 6 will become the answer. So it is a numerical based questions. As I said in the beginning, they are the memory based questions. So numerical type of question where the answer is 6. So we can consider it as one of the easy type of question only, not that much difficult question, because we know that molecule in hybridization, in chemical bonding concept, we'll be studying all this information. So we can think it as an easy question. Okay, so this is the one type of numerical question. Next, we'll go for next question. So if you see the question, they are given two statements. Maltose is non-reducing sugar, lactose is reducing sugar. And nowadays we can observe in our mains examination, statement-based questions are coming in large number. So we should concentrate on this statement-based questions. So simple question. After seeing the question, what we can understand that is a question from biomolecules chapter, and very simple direct question, because they gave the sentences directly. They gave the sentences: non-reducing sugar, reducing sugar. If we go for the other sessions or in the January session, they were giving the structures. They were giving the structures and they were asking the reducing sugar, non-reducing sugar. So by seeing the structure, if you have the hemiacetal group, we'll say reducing sugar. But here, no need to go for the structure also. It becomes an easy question. Maltose is a non-reducing sugar they give. See, if you remember, when we go through that NCERT book, biomolecules chapter, in the disaccharides. Actually, in our book, in the NCERT book, we have only 3 disaccharides. What we have? Sucrose, we have maltose, and we have lactose. So among them, only sucrose is non-reducing. Remaining 2 are reducing sugars. Like that, we'll be studying them. If you don't know the structure, also we can recollect the answer in that manner. Okay, if you know the structure, it is well and good, but not necessary. Here, the structure is not necessary. When they are giving the structure, we'll go for the hemiacetal. And whichever have that hemiacetal type of structure, they become the reducing sugars. So direct, no need to go for the structure, as we know maltose. We know maltose. What is maltose? Maltose comprises of what? This on hydrolysis gives water. Alpha D glucose, 2 moles of alpha D glucose. So therefore it becomes a reducing sugar, or we can remember like that. And lactose. Lactose. What lactose is consisting of? Lactose consists of beta galactose, and beta glucose. So it is having a hemiacetal group and it becomes a reducing sugar. Okay, so therefore maltose is non-reducing sugar. It becomes a wrong statement. Lactose is a reducing sugar is the right statement. So statement 1 is incorrect, 2 is correct. Where we have that statement 1 is incorrect, statement 2 is correct. So we can consider this as a direct memory-based question from biomolecules chapter. No need to go for structure also. Directly by saying that we can answer the question. So one of the very easy question we can consider. We have one of the easy question from biomolecules. Actually, we'll be studying a lot of structures in biomolecules, but in this session they have asked very simple biomolecules question, which is an easy one. Okay, so we'll continue. We'll go for the next one question from biomolecules like that. Next. Okay, we got the organic chemistry question. So when we see this question, see they give phenol. So the phenol is given, and what is the other one given here? Phthalic anhydride. It's not the phthalic anhydride. So phenol and phthalic anhydride in presence of NaOH. So we'll be studying this reaction. We'll be studying this reaction, actually the properties of phenol. But about the product, we'll be coming across even in first year ionic equilibrium, chemical equilibrium, ionic equilibrium, when we study the indicators. So there also we'll be coming across this product. So phenol plus phthalic anhydride. If you have gone through the phenol properties, phenol preparation properties, you can answer the question. So phenol plus phthalic anhydride, what we are getting? We are getting a compound like this. Actually, no need to remember the structure of product also. Without remembering the structure of that product also, we can go for the answer. But okay, once I'll write the structure of the product. So what is the product we are getting here? Okay, so this is the product here. So what is this one? Phenolphthalein. So we got the phenolphthalein. So phenolphthalein is the product here. When phenol reacts with phthalic anhydride, we are getting phenolphthalein. So what they are asking, the color of the compound formed is, see the basic medium. So they gave NaOH here. So phenolphthalein in NaOH, phenolphthalein is colorless in acidic medium and pink in the basic medium. So direct question, actually, no need to remember this structure also. Without remembering the structure also, you can give the answer. Phenol when reacts with phthalic anhydride is forming phenolphthalein. That's all. If you know that much, no need to draw the structure. Phenolphthalein is colorless in the acidic medium and pink in the basic medium. As you have NaOH here, so basic medium it is pink. So that becomes the answer. So again, one of the simple question from organic chemistry. So in the organic chemistry, when we go for the questions, when we observe the questions in the organic chemistry, they are making lot of changes. Previously, they used to ask many conversions, but nowadays they are going for the statement type of questions in the organic chemistry, or this type of from preparation properties, simple questions they are framing. So again, we can consider it as a easy type of question, because no need to draw the structure of the product here, no need to go for the structure. Without knowing the phenolphthalein structure also, you can answer the question. So in that, if you think like that, then it becomes an easy question, if you know the properties of phenol. Okay, then we'll continue. So question from organic chemistry in that plan. Next, see the question. Wavelength of first line of Balmer series, bracket series. So when we see the question, what is this atomic structure? Atomic structure question. In atomic structure, when we do the preparation, we'll go for all the formulas, list of the formulas and practicing the questions based on that. So again, a formula-based question is asked from atomic structure, which is one of the simple one again. See, we'll go for the question. What they are asking? Wavelength of first line, the wavelength of first line of Balmer series and the bracket series of hydrogen respectively, lambda 1, lambda 2. Then they are asking the ratio of lambda 1, lambda 2. So hydrogen spectrum question, formula based question. So we'll go for the formula in the hydrogen spectrum. 1 by lambda is equal to R into 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square into Z square. So as they are saying hydrogen, you can neglect the Z there, as they are saying hydrogen. Then again, no need to do all the calculation also here, because they are asking the ratio. So first I'll go for this one. First line of Balmer series. When I say Balmer series, N1 value is 2 as it is first line, N2 value is 3. So therefore, when I substitute that one, 1 by lambda 1 is equal to, no need to substitute R value, because as they are asking the ratio, however, it gets cancelled. So 1 by 2 square minus 1 by 3 square. Then when I go for the other one, what is the other one? They're asking bracket series. N1 value is 4, N2 value is 5, because they're asking for the first line. So 1 by lambda 2, and it's given as lambda 2. So 1 by lambda 2 is equal to R into 1 by 4 square minus 5 square. So this becomes a substitution. If once you got the substitution, almost you got the answer there, because not that much complicated calculation here. So when I take this one, how much we can get here? 5R by 36, and here if you do, you'll get 9R by 400 will get. So we want lambda 1 by lambda 2. We want lambda 1 by lambda 2. So therefore, 36 by 5R into 9R by 400. So this is the calculation part which is needed in this problem. So it won't take much time. Once you got this hydrogen spectrum formula, if you can recollect this N1, N2 values, that's all. So that's all. The calculation becomes very easy there. So when you do this calculation, approximately here, we'll get some 0.162 like that. So therefore, which option? First option becomes the answer. 0.16 is the answer. So question from atomic structure. Atomic structure. When we think of atomic structure, we are getting this type of questions, photoelectric questions, energy-related problems, etc. Actually, when we practice atomic structure chapter, we'll be doing a lot of numericals. But see, the simple exam, just the presence of mind and calmness can give the answer for this one. No need to go for big complicated calculations like that. Okay, so a very easy question from atomic structure. We can take it as easy to moderate question, not that much easy, but because you should remember those things. So easy to moderate question from atomic structure. Next question. Say, what will be the pH at 25 degrees centigrade of solution obtained by mixing 100 ml of 0.5 molar ammonium hydroxide and 0.01 molar 25 ml ammonium chloride, and they give pH. So by reading the question itself, say, it looks this session is somewhat easy to moderate. We are coming across normal questions here, not that much complicated. So by reading the question, what we can understand here by reading the question, it is related to buffer solution, because see, you have the weak base and you have the salt of strong acid, and pKb is given. So by seeing the information only, we can understand it is a question related to buffer. But ammonium hydroxide, ammonium chloride, what it becomes? Ammonium hydroxide is a weak base and ammonium chloride is what? Salt of strong acid. So combination of weak base and salt of strong acid becomes what? Basic buffer. So directly I'll go for the basic buffer formula. So POH is equal to PKB plus log concentration of salt by concentration of base. Okay, then PKB is given the concentration of salt by base. So when we go for the concentrations, concentration is what? Number of moles by volume. Number of moles by volume. So as volume is in ml, I'll take millimoles. So how many millimoles here? 50. What is the volume? 100 and this is 25. So here, if you are not concentrating on the question, there you'll make the mistake. But okay, with 125 you are getting there, 50 by 125. Then again, if you take here, what is the concentration? Molarity into volume in ml will become number of millimoles. So number of millimoles by total volume, 125. See, 125, 125, when you are taking the ratio, however, it gets cancelled. Right? I'm doing the substitution there. So what happens? POH is equal to, what is the PKB given there? 4.74 plus the log concentration of salt by base 125. And as we are taking the ratio, this 125 gets cancelled. So directly I'm writing 0.25 divided by 50. Okay, 0.25 divided by 50. So here we need some calculation part, that's all. So if you complete the calculation part here we'll get the number. See, here you should observe a small trick played by the NTA. When you can do the calculation here, you'll get 2.44. See, you have the option 2.44. If you are in a hurry, immediately you'll go for that option. But what we are calculating here, we are calculating POH. But what is the question they are asking? They are asking pH. Okay, so you should be careful in this type of questions because there will be making the mistakes. So we are doing the POH there. We got 2.44 and we have that option there. But that is not the answer. Then what is the pH? Because they are asking pH. We have calculated what? POH for the basic buffer. So what is pH? pH is equal to 14 minus POH. So 14 minus 2.44. So see the options 11.56. Option 1 is the answer. Okay, so question based on buffer solutions from ionic equilibrium chapter. So a basic buffer, they gave all the information there, basic buffer, but you are asked to calculate pH. And you have the constant number of moles, molarity is there, volume is there, PKB, all the information is given. So a straightforward question where you should avoid that silly mistake. If you go for this option, it becomes wrong. As they're asking the pH, 14 minus POH, then you should take care. Otherwise, it is an easy question. Okay, so this is the question. Then we'll continue. Next question. Match the following. So they gave some species and they gave some magnetic moment is given here. Okay, so question related to D block elements. So what the some species and magnetic moments are given. So magnetic moment. So how we are calculating this magnetic moment? Mu is equal to 2 n into n plus 2 whole magnetons. That is a formula which is used for calculating magnetic moment. Then another one here, as it is match the following. In match the following, we have one facility. When we are answering the questions related to match the following type category, no need to do each and everything there. Whatever you know, first you do that one, then you try to match that and eliminate some options. That becomes the best method to answer the match the following type of questions. So we'll follow the same trick and we'll see. See, manganese plus 2. Manganese 2 plus. So manganese 25. What is manganese 25? What you have? 3D5. Yes or no? Manganese 25. So 3D5, 4s2. So plus 2 is the condition. So D5 is the configuration. 5 unpaired electrons. In this magnetic moment, what is that? N is number of unpaired electrons. As 5 unpaired electrons are there, mu is equal to 5 into 5 plus 2, 7 into 5, root 35. So first you see that root 35. You try to match one and you make the question easy. So manganese plus 2 is root 35. So 1 cube. See how easy if I 1 Q, see 1 Q, 1 P, 1 R, 1 S. That's all. It becomes very easy to pick the answer in match the following type of questions. 1 Q, you have only one option with 1 Q. So in this type of questions, this is the advantage we should take so that we can complete the question in less time, right? So once we'll cross-check the remaining thing, or this should be the answer. Okay, we'll cross-check the second one. Cobalt is 2 plus given. So how much? 27. So 3d7, 4s2. So d7 means how many unpaired electrons? 3 unpaired electrons. Mu is equal to root 3 into 3 plus 2. So root 15. So R. That's all over. Okay, other one is S. Third one is S, and fourth one is P. Chromium plus 2. Chromium plus 2. 4 unpaired electrons, root 24. So it becomes easy to answer this type of questions. Actually, match the following. We have this type of facility in match the following questions. Though you don't know all the things, we can quickly go for the answer. Or by doing any one thing, we can match them. Say options are also very clear. In the first one, only one option is there. So if you think in that manner, it becomes an easy question. Okay, so from D block elements, a simple question based on the magnetic moment. We'll continue. Question number 7. See, amino acids and single letter code, biomolecules. Again, the question is coming from biomolecules, amino acid, which is one of the important one. Yes or no? Amino acids, different essential amino acids, non-essential amino acids. We'll be studying structures and all the things. But this time, what they are asking the single letter code. They are asking. See, every time they are going for a new type of question from amino acids. Okay, so amino acids, it is one of the important one, and you should memorize these things. So it is again a simple memory based question. There's nothing to apply. We should remember. So that is the reason why we should go through that NCERT book thoroughly. Regarding chemistry, reading NCERT is a must. So those who prepare NCERT perfectly, they can answer many questions easily in the chemistry papers. Right? So we'll go for the symbols. Arginine. Arginine is having which symbol? R is the symbol. Again, match the following. We'll follow the previous trick again. In match the following, we'll follow the previous trick. We'll try to match one or two, and immediately we'll go for the answer. Arginine is the R. The A is arginine. 1S. See, 1S. You see 1S in these two options. So immediately you can remove these two options. So no confusion. Yes or no? If you know one symbol also, we have removed two options. Then going for the other two. See the 2Q, 2Q. So both are same thing given. Lysine is a K. Okay, arginine is a R, lysine is a K. Okay, so the same thing. Then with the third one, we can go for the answer. Glutamic acid. Glutamic acid is what? Glutamic acid is E. E is the symbol for glutamic acid. So E is R. So third one is R. So that's all. This becomes the answer. Fourth one is a P. D is a symbol. So single letter codes are asked. So many times they are asking essential amino acids, non-essential amino acids. Will be by having the list. By different methods, we'll be remembering those lists. But this time they have gone for a new one, single letter code. So whatever is there in the NCERT, it becomes compulsory to read, go through them, memorize them, concentrate on all the things given in the NCERT book. Okay, so from biomolecules, a memory-based question again from amino acids. So which option is the answer now? 3 is the answer. Again, you follow this method whenever you are answering the match the following type of questions. You follow this method. You match any one and remove some options. In the previous question, in the previous question, directly with one combination, we got the answer. Right? So in this question, for two things we have combined. Then for the third one, we got the answer. Okay, so that is a facility in match the following, which we should take the advantage of that. Okay, we'll continue the next. Say, question from equilibrium again. Equilibrium. So they have given two reactions, A plus B giving rise to C. The K equilibrium is given, and the reaction is changed into another form, and they are asking the new equilibrium. So in the chemical equilibrium topic, these are the different conditions which we'll be studying to calculate the equilibrium constant. So what they have done to the question is, so what is given? A plus B giving rise to C. For this equilibrium is given 2.7 into 10 power minus 1. And what they are asking, 1 by 3A plus 1 by 3B giving rise to 1 by 3C. So let's say K dash, this is the thing that I'm asking. Now you observe the equations, observe the given equation and question equation. Given equation, question equation, what they have done, see, to observe the equation properly, they have multiplied this by 1 by 3. Yes or no? They have multiplied that by 1 by 3. So when the equation is multiplied by 1 by 3, how we can get the equilibrium constant? Equilibrium constant to the power 1 by 3. So therefore, see, you can understand. A plus B giving rise to C. If it is multiplied by 1 by 3, you get that expression. So as I am getting the equation by multiplying 1 by 3, the new equilibrium constant can be obtained to the power 1 by 3. So when we raise to the power 1 by 3, that's all, do the substitution. So 2.7 into 10 power minus 5 to the power 1 by 3. We can write the same thing as 27 in 27. Okay, we can write the same thing as 27 into 10 power minus 6 to the power 1 by 3. Then what it becomes? We got 3 into 10 power minus 2. So 3 into 10 power minus 2. Second option is the answer. 3 into 10 power minus 2. So again, a simple question from equilibrium. It's not just the equation. You observe the given equation and question equation. So given equation, question equation is multiplied by 1 by 3. So the new equilibrium constant can be obtained by raising to the power 1 by 3. That's all. So simple numbering. The numbering also getting very much difficult. So calculation also becomes very easy. Right? So a question from ionic equilibrium, chemical equilibrium. Okay, so in this one also very important concept, KPKC relations are there where the questions are fixed. Next. Again, see, if N is the number of lone pair of electrons in equatorial position of the most stable structure, ClF3, okay, it is ClF3, which of the following ions also have N unpaired electrons? See, looks like a simple question, but the words, the terminology, see the words properly. N is the number of lone pair of electrons, they said. So N is the number of lone pairs they are saying. And what they are asking, see, when we go for the question, again, they are not asking the lone pairs. So following also have the N unpaired electrons. So if you are not reading the question properly, you will make the mistake again. So read the questions properly when you are writing the exam. So N is the number of lone pair of electrons in the equatorial position of the most stable ClF3. So about this ClF3, we'll be studying. Where will be studying this ClF3 in the valence electron pair repulsion theory will be coming across this molecule, and in group 17 elements also will be coming across this molecule. Okay, so ClF3 is having which shape? ClF3 is having, see, they gave the hint also. ClF3 will have which shape? T shape. Yes or no? ClF3, sp3 dehybridization with the two lone pairs. sp3 dehybridization with the two lone pairs, bent T shape. So like that we'll be studying in valence-shell electron pair repulsion theory. And in the interhalogen compounds, when we go for group 17 elements, in the interhalogen compounds, we'll be studying this one. So, okay. So, no need to go for all the things here. They are asking about the lone pair of electrons, unpaired electrons in those cases. Come on. N is number of lone pair of electrons. So, how many lone pairs are there in this one? 2. So, hence, can I take the N value? 2. So, number of lone pairs in ClF3 in the equatorial position is 2. See, they are in the equatorial position. So, number of lone pairs is 2. Now, what they are asking, in this species, the same number of unpaired electrons they are asking. They are not asking the lone pairs. They are asking unpaired electrons. So, there we should be very careful. Otherwise, we'll make the mistake. Okay. So, vanadium 3 plus is given. Okay, vanadium. What is the number? 23. So, we'll get 3d3, 4s2. Plus 3 conditions. So 2 electrons from here, 1 electron from here. What is the configuration? 3d2 means N is 2. So 3d2. So unpaired electrons, number of unpaired electrons. Yes, so 3d2 means 2 unpaired electrons. 2 unpaired electrons. Because previously they were saying the lone pairs in ClF3. Now they are saying unpaired electrons. So there the care should be taken. Okay. So then next, so it comes under our answer. So A should be in the answer. See, as I'm saying, the previous questions also, after doing one, you see the options. You see the options. No need to go for all the things. See, A should be in the answer. Means I can remove 4. I can remove 3. Yes or no? Now the question becomes easy. Question becomes easy. So A should be in the answer. Based on that point, I have removed 2 options. Right? Then next. So titanium 3 plus 22, 3d2, 4s2. 2 plus 3 plus 3. So 3 plus means what happens? 3d1. So n is equal to 1. It cannot be in the answer. Then next, copper 2 plus. So copper 2 plus which one? 3d9 configuration. So copper 2 plus 3d9 is how many unpaired electrons? 1 unpaired electron. Right? It cannot be in the answer. 1 unpaired electron. Then nickel plus 2. Nickel plus 2. Okay. So 28. So 3d8, 4s2. 3d8 is how many unpaired electrons? 2 unpaired electrons. Yes or no? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2 unpaired electrons. So it should come in the answer. I'll mark here. Vanadium plus 3 we got. The other one we got is nickel plus 2. Then we'll go for titanium again. Titanium plus 2. 2 plus is given. So 22. 3d2, 4s2 plus 2. These electrons are gone. So A is equal to 2. 3d2 means 2 unpaired electrons, titanium plus 2. So A, D, and E. So that's second option is answer. A, D, and E. Okay, so you follow this type of methods while answering the questions in the examination. When after checking the first one only, we have removed 2 options. Remaining 2. So if you solve like this, then it takes less time and prevents the confusion, and you can avoid the silly mistakes. Okay. So question from we can relate. See, this question comes in 2 places actually. As I said, ClF3 comes in valence shell electron pair repulsion theory. ClF3 comes in interhalogen compound. So related question, right? So then we'll go for the next one. Next question. Right. Next question. Consider the statements. Again, statement questions. See, as I was saying, number of statement questions are increasing every year. The statement type of questions are increasing. So you should concentrate on the statement questions more while practicing. Also practice the statement questions in more number because statement questions are increasing every time. So consider the statements again. Statement 1, statement 2, statement 3. So they gave 3 statements. Based on that, you are asked to give the correct answer. Right? So we'll go further. Actinoid contraction is greater than lanthanoid contraction from element to element. So element to element, they are saying the contraction, actinide contraction is more than lanthanoid contraction. So actinide contraction found in 5F series, lanthanoid contraction found in 4F series. So we know 5F series contraction is greater than 4F series. Again, direct sentence in the NCERT book. When we go for F block elements, we'll find a sentence clearly mentioning with this one. A paragraph is there where clearly it mentions actinide contraction is more than lanthanoid contraction in the F block element. So NCERT, reading NCERT again makes the importance. Okay, so direct statement. Right. So contraction is more, therefore greater than contraction. So it becomes a correct statement. Then statement 2. See, they give terbium 4 plus, cerium 4 plus oxidant, ytterbium 2 plus, and europium 2 plus reductant. Again. So how you can decide which is oxidant, which is reductant? So all these elements are lanthanides. So in lanthanides, when you state 3 plus, lanthanides having the plus 3 state as a stable oxidation state. So here you see these 2 things, terbium 4 plus and cerium 4 plus. Both are given in 4 plus. So as I said, lanthanides are stable in plus 3 state. What they do now, from plus 4 state, they try to get converted to plus 3 state. So from plus 4, if an element is trying to get converted to plus 3, it is undergoing reduction. So when it is acting as a reduction, when it is undergoing reduction, it acts as what? Oxidizing agent. It acts as oxidizing agent because it is undergoing what? Reduction. So the element whichever undergoes reduction acts as what? Oxidizing agent. Nothing but oxidant. So this becomes a right statement because they are present in +4 state. The stable oxidation state is +3. So from +4 to +3, they are undergoing reduction and they are acting as oxidizing agents. Oxidant means oxidizing agent. Similar, statement 3. Ytterbium and europium are given. And see what is the oxidation state given for these two elements. +2 they give. Now +3 is their state to get converted to +3 state. So +2 to +3 means they are undergoing what? Oxidation. Means they are acting as what? Reducing agents. Means nothing but reductant. Reductant. So again becomes a correct state. So lanthanides are stable in +3 oxidation state that we are learning. That's all. So based on that, the question is framed. When they are present in +4 oxidation state, they try to become +3, means reduction, acting as oxidizing agents. When they are in +2, they try to get converted to +3, means oxidation, acting as reducing agent. So all the three statements are correct. So which option? 1, 2, and 3 are correct. So third option becomes 1, 2, 3 correct. Okay, so as you are observing, see, if you observe from inorganic chemistry, questions are increasing. Even in on the 2nd April paper also, from inorganic was dominating. So concentrate and NCERT. Reading NCERT helps a lot in answering inorganic questions. Okay, so we'll continue. We'll go for the next. Organic question. Organic question. Again, organic question is asked in the form of match the following again. So name reactions are given. Woods, Swartz, Finkelstein, Fittig. See, everywhere, throughout India, we'll be studying name everywhere. They'll be saying, teachers will be saying name reactions important. Concentrate on name reactions. So in almost all the sessions, we can expect the questions on name reactions. So concentrate on the topic of name reactions. Wherever you are getting the name, try to understand the reaction mechanism. What is that reaction? You should be able to identify the reaction. When some reaction is given, you should be able to identify by its name. So one of the important concept question, expected questions. Again, that too, simple name reactions. See, Woods, Swartz, Finkelstein, Fittig, all these reactions coming in the very beginning of the organic chemistry in 2nd year. When we start the 2nd year organic part, haloalkanes, haloarenes. So there itself will be coming all these reactions, which are repeated many times. So it becomes one of the simple and easy type of question. Again, we have the facility, as we will see, match the following. Whenever match the following is coming, what is the method we are following? So first match 1 or 2, whichever you know, then check the options, you eliminate few options and easily you can go for the correct answer without any confusion, without making any mistake, right? So we'll continue. Woods reaction. What is Woods reaction? 2 moles of alkyl halides react with sodium metal. Yes or no? In presence of dry ether to form higher alkanes. Alkyl halide with sodium metal, higher alkane. Woods reaction. Okay, so first one is S. See again, it became simple when we follow that method. 1S. S are the Woods reaction, alkyl halide with sodium metal forming the higher alkane. So only there you have 1S. Okay, we'll cross check now. Then second one, Swartz reaction. What is Swartz reaction? Preparation of alkyl fluorides from chlorides or bromides on reacting with metallic fluorides like silver fluoride, mercury fluoride, etc. Any metallic fluoride. Chlorides or bromides are getting converted to fluorides in the Swartz reaction. We are studying under a subtopic called as halogen exchange reactions. Swartz reaction, Finkelstein's reaction. Swartz reaction is particularly for what? For fluorides, to prepare fluorides, alkyl halide plus metallic fluoride giving rise to fluoride. Then Finkelstein reaction, there itself will be studying when we go through the name reactions, immediately after Swartz we'll get the Finkelstein. Finkelstein is for what? Alkyl halides for iodides. Yes or no? Alkyl halides when chlorides and bromides are reacted with sodium iodide, undergoes halogen exchange to form alkyl iodide. So it is a Finkelstein's reaction which is used to convert chlorides and bromides to iodides by halogen exchange method. Then Fittig reaction. See, Woods Fittig, in that order we will be studying. What is Fittig reaction? Aryl halides with sodium metal forming the diaryls is a Fittig reaction. So almost I think with the first one only we got the answer. Second one is P, third Q, 4 R. That's all. So a very easy question on the name reactions. On the neighbor reactions, that too, right from the first topic of the second year organic. So we can consider it as a simple question, easy question. Okay, then we'll continue. Go for the next. The calculated spin-only magnetic moment of this compound and this compound respectively are spin-only magnetic moment they are asking. So what is the formula? Spin-only magnetic moment. Mu is equal to root n into n plus 2 whole magneton. So in this paper, we are using this formula. Second or third time, we are using this formula. So similar type of questions. So spin-only magnetic moment is number. So go for the oxidation number. So in the first complex, when I take this complex, K3FeOH taken 6 times. So what is the oxidation state of iron here? Plus 3. Iron is present plus 3. Then another complex given. So in this one, you see the oxidation number of iron plus 2. So iron is present in plus 2 and plus 3 condition. So when iron is present in plus 3 condition, what will the configuration will be having? D5. Yes or no? Iron atomic number 26, 3d6, 4s2. So plus 3. These 2 electrons are lost and 1 electron from D. So 3d5. 3d5 means how many unpaired electrons? 5 unpaired electrons. Yes or no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And because OH is what? Weak field ligand. As it is a weak field ligand, all the 5 are unpaired electrons. So substitute the number there. So what will be the mu now? Mu is equal to root 5 into 5 plus 2. Nothing but 7 into 5, root 35. Root 35 means how much we'll get? Something like 5.9 like that we'll get. See 5.9. As I said, every time you check the options while doing the questions. After completing a part of the calculating or completing a part of a question, immediately you look at the options. 9. So therefore you can remove this option, you can remove this option. Then you can think of next two. See here you see same number you have. This you should get same number of unpaired electrons. Otherwise that becomes the answer. Very simple one. So Fe plus 2. When it is Fe plus 2, same iron. Plus 2 means what? 3d6 is the configuration. When 3d6 is the configuration, how many unpaired electrons? Okay, so 4 unpaired electrons. It is a weak field ligand. So 4 unpaired electrons. When 4 are the unpaired electrons, root 4 into 4 plus 2, root 24. Means how much we'll get? 4.9 something like that we'll get. So this option becomes answer. Clear? So based on the number of unpaired electrons, see after doing one half part or about one complex, after doing the whatever question they have asked regarding that, when we have done for one complex, we have removed 2 options, we have gone for another 2 options, and very easy to pick the answer because same number, same magnetic moment is given. So if you have same number of unpaired electrons, then only you get the same magnetic moment. Otherwise, you get a different magnetic moment. So that's all. That becomes the answer. Fe plus 2 is there, Fe plus 3 is there. Okay, so simple question like that. So just the presence of mind and thinking properly, easily you can go for the answers. Next. No. Arrange the following functional groups in the increasing order of their electron withdrawing effect. So their electron withdrawing effect, we are asked to arrange them in the increasing order of their electron withdrawing effect. So directly influence, where we'll be studying GOC, we'll be studying this one. Then we'll be coming across the same thing when we go for the benzene topic. When you do the electrophilic substitution reactions of benzene, there will be studying all the strong withdrawing groups, moderate withdrawing groups, weak. So activating, they will use the word activating, deactivating. So related. So we'll be coming across the concept in 2-3 places in the organic chemistry. In the GOC will be coming across this one. When we study benzene, electrophilic substitution reactions of benzene will be coming across this withdrawing effect. So electron withdrawing effect. So cyanide, CN is given. So some orders are given there. So cyanide, when you think of cyanide, what are the electronic effects exhibited by cyanide? Minus inductive effect and minus mesomeric effect. Then NO2 group, again the same, minus I, minus M. Then iodine, okay, iodine minus I and plus M. then COOH group, COH group minus I minus. And which is more withdrawing in them? As we know, nitro group is more withdrawing. See, again the options very clearly. So act smartly and try to give the answer there. See, NO2 should have the high electron withdrawing nature. So only one option you have. Only one option you have where NO2 is present as a at the right side, the top end, we have NO2 only one option. So NO2, Cl, COH, ion. That's all. That becomes the answer there. So simple, based on the electron withdrawing natures, the direct influence of the question. So simple and easy type of questions. Okay. Then next. Okay. So memory based, as it is a memory based, we have collected few questions on memory based, and we had the discussion. So almost all were the very simple and easy to moderate level type of questions, and taking NCERT book into consideration, chemistry and inorganic chemistry is dominating in the papers. So more number of questions, and you concentrate on the NCERT book. From organic also, we are seeing the simple direct questions, not that much complicated. And when you go for the physical chemistry part also, we are seeing few questions which are based on some calculations. But even they were also some easy to moderate level type of questions only, not that much difficult questions. So therefore, overall, this morning session paper can be considered as an easy to moderate question, moderate with respect to chemistry. Okay, so hope this will be useful. This session is useful for understanding, and for forthcoming examinations, do the preparation accordingly and try to score the marks. And wherever that another point which we have understood from today's paper is that match the following type of questions, etc. So when we are doing that type of questions, when we have done one matching, almost we were getting the answer. And in another question, we have removed two options by doing one. So you try to answer in that manner in the examination to avoid the confusions and avoiding the mistakes. Okay, hope you have enjoyed the session. Physics sir is ready. Actually, he'll come and he'll continue the session. Thank you.
Good evening, students. Physics today paper. In the morning session paper, we are going to discuss. So today, if you see the today paper, it's easy to moderate. The calculation also, they give simple calculation today. And not a lengthy paper also, and very, very simple. Means one or two lines only they given as the question. That means you read one or two lines, you will understand the question, and simply you can substitute the formula. And formula-based questions also came today, and easy to moderate. Easily we can score up to 80 to 90 marks. So we'll start our problems one by one, students. This question from the fluid mechanics, that means surface tension completely. So that they given as a soap bubble, work done in increasing the radius of the soap bubble from 1 centimeter to 2 centimeter is. So we know that work done, formula for the, which is change in potential energy, which is also in terms of surface tension. If you consider surface tension as a T, so T into change in area. So that for soap bubble, we have two surface areas, inside and outside. So both surface areas will be exist. So that the surface area generally soap bubble is in the form of spherical shell. So that the surface area of the soap bubble will be over pi r. This is the area of this. So let us go for the work done is equal to P into A2 minus A1. Here, the surface tension is given by 0.07, and here the area of the soap bubble, this final radius is 2 centimeters. So two sides we have now, that is area. So that 2 into 4 pi r2 square minus 2 into 4 pi r1 square. So that we can take common here 2 and 4 pi. So 0.07 into 8, pi value is 3.14, and R2 will be 2 centimeters. So 2 square means 4 into 10 to the power, because we have to convert it to SI units, which is centimeters to meters, minus 4, and minus. Now R1 square will be 1 centimeter. So that 1 into 10 to the power minus. So now 0.07, 8 into 3.14. Here we get 3 into 10 to the power minus. So this is the work required to increase the radius of the soap bubble from 1 centimeter to 2 centimeter. If you calculate this complete value, you will get the value is 5.27 into 10 to the power minus 4 joules. This is the answer for that. And one more thing, students, from shift 1 also we are getting questions from mechanics, the fluid mechanics, and mainly from the surface tension, so that you can concentrate, because many of the students, because we have some more shifts in the future, so that we can concentrate on it. And it will go for the next question. So next question is from modern physics, from that nuclear physics they given, and which is very simple calculation. There is no decimal places also. Simply they given 376. So mega electron volts they given. Even though even simply answer they given the mega electron, they are not given joules also. So that directly you can calculate. Here the question will be nuclear A and B forms A plus B forms C. They given the reaction they given 2A, B4 and C10. So now they given that binding energy per nucleon they given. For A, it will be 3 mega electron volts. For B, it will be 7 mega electron volts. And for C will be 6 mega. So now the energy produced in this nuclear reaction they are asking. So the energy produced in this reaction, so energy of this minus energy of this. Generally, so we call these are the reactants and the product. So total energy of the carbon or C, sorry, C it will be, it is not carbon because they given as A, B and C in terms of that. So that students, they given as C10, binding energy for the C, they given 6 mega. But how many nucleons here? We have 10. So that 10 into for each nucleon we have energy 6. This is the C minus. Next, binding energy of A, binding energy of here. How many for A, 1A, 3 nuclei we have, but we have 2 atoms of A, so that 2 into 3. These are the total number of nucleons, this total. And for each nucleon, we have how much binding energy it will be? 3 mega into 3. Minus, students. And next, binding energy. And this will be, we have to add it. So, how much it is? Total nuclear for B will be 4. 4 into. And for each binding energy of B will be 7. So now this will be 60 students minus how much we are getting here. This will be 80 and this will be 20. How much it will be? So 60 plus 1, 46. So how much it will be? 46 minus 60 minus 46. How much it will be? So 14 mega electron volts. The energy released in this nuclear reaction, which is given by us. Got it, students, all of you? And next question, if you go for the third question, so third question they are asking from optics. So optics also definitely for each shift they are asking at least one question, students. So now this question also they given very simple question. If you see students here, a rod is placed, the AB rod is placed along the principal axis as shown in the figure. Find the length of image. That means because of this mirror, the image is formed for this rod. Then what is its length? So simply here they given that you have to see focal length of the lens, focal length of the mirror will be f, and this distance will be 20. Now we know that focal length equal to r by. That means r equal to 2 times of x. So that here the meaning is in this case this point A is at the center of this curvature of the lens. So that for concave mirror there is a property. What is that property? If the object is at center, so that image also forms at center. So A will be formed here only. Right? A will be formed here. And then what is image of B? So that we have to find the image of B. So for that we have to use lens. Sorry, mirror formula, which is 1 by B. 1 by B. 1 by B plus 1 by U equal to 1 by. So we need to find V value, so that 1 by B plus 1 by U. What is U value for B? It is completely 10 plus 20 will be 30. So that here, according to sign convention, you will get minus 30 because the wave will be passing towards the mirror, but we are measuring from the optics opposite to the ray direction, so that we have to get negative minus 30, and even focal length also minus, it will be minus 10. So 1 by V is equal to minus 1 by 10 plus 1 by. So 1 by V, you calculate this. So 30 minus 30 plus 10 by 10 into 30. You do it. What you are getting here? 1 by V equal to 20 by 10 into 30. This will be cancelled out. So V equal to, we are getting 1 by, this will be also minus 20. So minus 50. Just a minute. So 1 minute, sir. Yeah, okay, right. Here, V equal to minus 20 means here the image is from this side. So this will be, this distance will be minus 15. So this point will be V dash, that means image of V, and this point will be downward, actually it will come downward. This will be A dash and this will be B dash. Now A dash is 20, A dash is 20 centimeter, B dash is 15 centimeter. So the length will be A dash B dash, which is equal to 5 centimeter. The image length. So the second option will be the answer for this. So if you go for the third question, yeah, this is a little lengthy problem, but here that one more also they want to make it easy for you, and they given both angles is same, so that this is also we can calculate very easily. Now come to the point. Find the coefficient of friction if time taken by block in rough, they given this is new value and this will be smooth. They given that there are two inclined plane and this will be rough plane. For this rough plane, time taken T is 50% more than time taken by the smooth. Let us consider time taken for this smooth will be T1 and time taken for the rough surface will be T2. They given that T2 equal to T1 plus 50 by 100 T1. So from this, so you will get 3T1 by 2 is the time taken in the roughs when you compare with the, so in the smooth. Now here the distance slide by the mass is same in both the cases. That means let us consider the distance traveled in this is S1 in the T1 time, in this S2. They are giving that S1 also equal to S2. So now by giving this information, they are asking what coefficient of friction value. What is the mu value they are asking. In this, for this, we know that students, they both are starting from rest, so that the acceleration for the smooth, let us take this, in this case, the acceleration is A1, and in this case, the acceleration is A2. A1 equal to G sine theta, whereas A2 equal to G sine theta minus mu G cos theta. Here, S1 and S2, if you want to write S1 equal to, directly I am using this one, S1 equal to S2, where S1 is 1 by 2, because in the place of a square, u will be 0 in the both the cases, so that I can write of G sin theta into T1 square equal to 1 by 2 G, to take this G common, G sin theta minus mu cos theta into T2 square. In this of G, you can cancel. And even though theta is 45 in the both the cases, so that sin 45 and this sin theta cos 45 all are same, so that I can write as sin theta, cos theta, I can cancel out for theta equal to 45. So that T1 square equal to, yeah, 1 minus mu into T2 square. So from this, students, so here T1 square by T2 square equal to 1 minus mu. Yes, from this, the value of T1 by T2, from this, the value of T1 by T2, 2 by 2. So that 2 by 3 whole square, which is equal to 1 minus mu. So we need to find the new value, 1 minus 4 by 9. So what we are getting, 5 by 9 is the coefficient of friction for this rough surface. It is 5 by, so that second option will be the correct option for this. Now go for the fifth question. Yes, they given from the logic gate students here, and this gate below that from gate students, and this will be NAND gate, and the given two inputs A and B, so that we can go here two methods, because from the De Morgan's law, so we can find the pi value here, or we can check with the truth table also. If you go for the De Morgan laws, so first of all, output of A, here you will get A bar, because whatever the input we will give for the NOT gate, it will be changed the component, so that the A bar. Now this A bar and B, whenever we are applying for the NAND gate, generally AND plus NOT. So what you will get here, A for dot B total. So then Y equal to what, students? A bar dot B. So from the D board, then A bar B whole bar equal to A bar plus B bar. So this form I use here, A bar whole bar plus B bar. So A bar whole bar means A plus B bar. So this is the simple question that given. So first option we get the answer for the students. And next question, sixth question. So sixth question, a uniform, a sphere of mass m and radius r. Mass m and radius r here divided into two equal parts. So they divided into two equal parts. One part will be like this. This is the one part, and another part will be like the two spheres. Equally they divide. That means if it is m, so mass of this will be m by 2, and this is also m by 2. The radius won't change, r and r. Now, one part of the sphere has the moment of inertia I1 about, this will be about the diameter. So that means about the diameter, we know that students here, general formula for this 2 by 5 square. So here the mass is changes, so that 2 by 5 m by 2 R square is they given the I1. So what you get I1 value? 2 will be cancelled out so that M R square by 5 will be the I1 value. And next what they given? Moment of inertia of the disk of radius 2r. Mass is same as the mass of the full sphere. About perpendicular diagonal. Let us consider this. This is a disk. But this disk, about this axis, perpendicular axis, radius of the disk will be 2r and mass will be. So about this, the moment of inertia I2 they given that so that mr square by 2, but here n r is 2r whole square by 2. So here 2 mr square. So what will get here I2? 2 mr. They are asking what students? I2 by I1. So that I2 by I1 will be 2 mr square. I1 will be mr square by 2. So how much we are getting here? mr square cancel. I2 by I1 is it as a 10. So the first option will be the correct. Very simple questions they ask students. If you start with physics in the examination, you will really get more confidence for this students. And go for the next question. And this one from the current electricity, they given that. And this is also easy question actually, but you have to understand it. This diagram we have to change to convert as a different diagram. So generally it is how many here EMFs we have 1, 2, 3 and 4. See now, they are asking, they given 2 points A and B. They are asking about between A and B. This point is A, here this point is B. Between these two, they given this 3 ohms and 3 ohms. So this we can write, we can draw as a like this. This is 3 ohms. Now, if you see this from here to here, see, these all EMFs are in the parallel. So that we know that how to find the net EMF in the parallel rotation. So that the formula net EMF formula will be V1 by R1 plus 2 by R2 and so on by 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus. But we have all are same here, 27. So that and internal resistances are so same again. All are 3 ohms. So that how many are there? 4 into 27 by R means R1 means internal resistance which is 3 divided by 4 times of 1 by 3 because internal resistance for all units will be 3. Here all are 27 ohms, also 27 ohms. And this is 3 ohms, 3 ohms. Now, calculate this value. Net EMF we are getting as a 27 ohms. So now, this completely, we found about this completely, E net we got. Same way, R net, total internal resistance, net internal resistance. So that how do we write? So how many we have? 4 times of 1 by 2. So that 4 by 2. So then R net will be what, students? 3 by 2. So now this circuit we can draw as, and these both are series so that we can write 6 ohms. This will be E net and this will be R net. E net value will be 3 by 4 ohms. E net value will be 27 ohms. And with this we have 6. So that this will be 6. Now we can find the total resistance R net value we can find, which is equal to 3 by 4 plus 6 ohms. How much we are getting here? Sir, how will you move sir, this one? If we go up, okay, there is a type. So from this, we can find 27 by 4 is the net resistance here. And now we can go for the current. Current will be E net by R net. So what is E net we know? 27. And what we got R net value? 27 by 4. So 27 we cancel so that I A B will be the current in this circuit will be CS. One more thing. This point will be A and this point will be B. So anyway, this circuit is single circuit only, so that throughout this in this circuit, same current will be passing through that, which is equal to 4 amperes. Now we can get the voltage across the 6 ohms. Voltage will be the voltage difference between AB, so that VAB equal to IAB into 6. So 4 into 6. So how much we are getting? 24. Professor. So 24 volts be the answer. Okay, now we'll go for the next 8th question. This is the solids mechanical properties of solids. They given students. Easy question, direct that direct formula based. So that here they given two different rods they connected in a series combination, and for this they are handling with 8 kg block, so that tension developed in both the rods will be same. So they are asking this, find the total extension in the wire. Means let us consider extension in first wire will be delta L1, extension in the second wire will be delta L2. So total extension delta L equal to delta L1 plus delta L2. We know that according to the Young's modulus formula, delta be F into L1 by F1 by L1 by A1 into Y1 direct formula. F2 L2 by A2 to Y2. This is the total extension. Here F1 and F2 are same because same force will be developed. So F1 equal to F2 equal to 8G, which is equal to 80 meters. So we can substitute these delta L. Anyway, 80 is common in both. L1. What is the L1 value they give? 0.314 by A1. A1 will be A1 is pi into R1 square. A2 will be pi into R2 square because it is a rod and its cross sectional area is look like as a circle. So that we can use cross sectional area as pi r. So that pi into R1 square. The R1 value they given as 2 mm. So 2 square 4 into 10 to the power minus 6 plus F2 we taken common L2. L2 value will be, this is L2 value. We have to write here L2 value. So L2 value will be 0.628 by pi into R2 square. Even R1, R2 both they given 2 only. So that 4 into 10 to the power minus 6 into, we forgot to write Y1 value. Y1 value is what students here for first one 2 into 10 to the power 11. And here what is the Y2 value? 4 into 10 to the power 11. This is 11. Okay. So this, if you calculate complete value for this, you will get the answer for this. This is only the little more lengthy calculation parts. So you can calculate, you get the answer for this, friends. And now we are going for the next question, 9th question. See here, this is the from the thermodynamics they given. There are two samples of gases. They given as a gas A or sample A, gas B, and for both the quantities, gas A and gas B, 2 moles of heat, but at a different values. One is 3V0 and another is V0. Here they give a relation between pressure and the volume. And what they are asking is find the difference between the temperature of the sample B and A. So for that, students, first of all, we can use PV equal to NR. So from this P equal to PV by NR. We know V values here. 3V0 is there, V0 is there. But we don't know P values for corresponding sample A and sample. So that we have to find the for pressure sample A, for pressure sample B by using this relation, because they given this relation. So by using this relation, we found the pressures and we will substitute here and we will take the difference between sample A and sample. So now here for pressure 1, P0 by 1 place, the V value for first sample will be given as 3V0. 3V0 by V0 whole square. So here V0 will be cancelled out. This is P0 out. So 3 square will be 9. 9 plus 1, 10. So then what we are getting? P0 by 10 can cancel P1. Same way P2 also. P0 by 1 plus V. V value as V0. P0 by V0 whole square. So that is 1. 1 square will be 26. So that the P0 by now can substitute. P1 by 10. V1 value is V0 by sample V2 only. Around 2. So that what you are getting here, 3 P0 V0 by 20 R will be the P1 value. Go for P2 value. P2 will be not by 2. V2 value will be not by 2 into what you are getting, P0 V0 by 4. Now they are asking what, students? P2 minus T1. P2 minus T1. So V0 by R will be the common. 1 by 4 minus 1 by what you are getting here, friends? 4 from this V0 by R. So here 4 by, correct, friends? So multiply with 5. So 5 minus, yes, 4 by. So how much you are getting? 4, 5 times. So V0 by 5 R is the understand, students? So we forgot that we also use that. Just a moment, students, you will get here P. Forgot this P value. So here we will get, because here 3 by 20. So that just a minute. 3 by 20. So that 5 minus 3, 2 by 2. 2 by 20 into V0 by, so which is equal to V0 by 10. The answer. So this is also very simple question, student. Just we have to use this relations. Now we will go for the next question. So this is also from our bulk modulus, mechanical properties of matter. So in these, students, the given bulk modulus of the water, which is 2.2 into 10 to the power minus plus 9 Pascal, at a depth of 220 meters, find the change in density, percentage change in density with respect to density of the water. See, very simple here. Actually, we have this formula delta P, which is equal to minus B into dV by D. We have this one, bulk this one. But they are not asking change in volume. They are asking what change in density. But from mass, formula is equal to volume into density. Mass of the given quantity will be constant. We differentiate B into D rho plus rho into D. D rho equal to rho minus rho, so that dV by D equal to minus D by D equal to minus D rho by rho, so that I can substitute. So this is yes. From this, you can substitute in place of dV by D, D rho by rho. So delta P equal to B to D rho by. So they are asking this. So D rho by rho equal to delta P by D. But they are asking percentage, so that we can multiply with 100. So this quantity is a percentage change in density. So now delta, so change in time with respect to the atmosphere. So that how much we get? Rho into G into H by D. So what is the rho for the water? Into G is, we can take approximately 10. H means depth. Depth how much they given? 220. 220. Right. Bulk modulus they given as 2.2 into 10 to the power. So now students, we calculate into 100 also. So if you calculate this value, you will get 0.1 percentage. You can calculate. Okay. So this is also simple question only, and little here little calculations will be take, but easy only. Now we will go for next question, 11th question, and this will be the LCR circuit. Every time we will get one question from the LCR, and this is also LCR circuit. This time they given as based on the power factor. So everyone knows power factor formula, which is equal to cos phi. I think everyone knows. And in LCR, students, in LCR, if this is phi, and this will be XL minus XC, and this will be R. So now cos phi power factor they given as 0.5 means 1 by 2, then phi value will be 60. 60. So now students, from this here tan phi equal to XL minus XC by. So they are asking this quantity XL minus XC equal to R into tan phi. Tan 60. Tan 60 will be 2. What is the resistance value they given? 100. 100 into their root 3 value is 1.6. So 173 is the 173 is the answer. This is simple calculation. XL minus. Okay. And next question, students, they given in this one. And XL minus XC is the impedance, reactance. Units will be ohms. So now we will go for the next. And wave optics they given diffraction from the diffraction. Single slit diffraction they given that, students. And that single slit diffraction formula between. Here single slit diffraction distance between third minima and first minima is. See here in single slit diffraction, students. Here for minimum condition, this will be D. They given that, and A is the slit width they given that. A and students. and you will get center maximum and after that minimum and secondary, first secondary maximum and so on. Now students here, minimum. The minimum condition is A sin theta equal to M lambda. And A into, and we know that this will be sin theta we can write as y by d, y n by d, n. So y n will be what? N lambda by capital D by D. This is for what? Mean, condition for mean. So now they are asking what? Third minimum distance minus first minimum. So y 1 into lambda d by d. Y 3, what you get? 3 into lambda d by a. So students, y3 minus y2 they are asking 2 lambda d by a is the which is second option. Got it, students? So this is the way of this question from the diagram. Next one. And a telescope has resolving power of 5 into 10 to the power minus 11 radians. Actually, resolving power will be, think it is deleted. Let us see how they will calculate this. Now, resolving power of the telescope we have found out diameter by 1.22 into lambda. So here they given resolving power and wavelength they given that. Find the diameter of the telescope is D value gas. So D equal to resolving power into 1.22 into lambda. So resolving power 5 into 10 to the power minus 7 into 1.22 into lambda value is 500 nanometers. So 500 into 10 to the power minus. Now, if you calculate this, we are getting this 305. Actually, 30.5 into 10 to the power minus 14 will get. Now, but they are asking in terms of Fermi. One Fermi we know that 10 to the power minus 15. So that we can multiply divided with 10. So that 305 into 10 to the power minus 15 meters. This we can write as 305 Fermi. This is the diameter of the. Now next question will be this. Two forces F1 and F2 act simultaneously on your body. They given that F1 value and F2 value, and the body is displaced by 25 centimeters along the 3 I cap minus 4 j. That means they given it is a vector direction and the net force they given that F1 and F2. So that we have to find the net force first of all, friends. What is the net force? F1 plus F2. What you will get is F1 plus F2 3 5 I cap plus j cap plus 2k. This is the net force acting on the body is this one. But yet they have not given S bar it. They given magnitude, they given direction, direction of the unit direction. So that we know that S bar equal to S cap. I think S cap equal to S bar by mod S. We need S bar value. S bar equal to S cap equal to 1. But unit vector along in this direction is what means 3 I cap minus 4 j cap by mod y will be 5 into magnitude of the vector again will be 25. So S bar how much we are getting here? 5 times 15 we cancel out. So that S bar equal to 15 I cap minus 20. So we have S bar, we have F bar vector. So work equal to F dot S. So if you find F dot S, 5 into 15 will be 75 minus 1 into 20 will be 20. Anyway, K vector is not. So that what you will get here? 55 joules. I think this centimeters is not it is meters. Generally, it will be correct. So, for 50 joules, it's the first one. And this is from work energy students, work energy power. And next question, see, yeah, these questions we calculated students, and this paper is easy paper, easy to moderate paper only, very less calculations, direct formula based bits. Together, thank you for your students. Thank you very much.
Good evening, students. I am GS Rao teaching mathematics. So now I am going to explain fourth paper, that is morning paper, mathematics paper. I am going to explain some questions. But when you see the paper, that is, I think, some moderate to difficulty level it is. So we got some questions we discuss now. So the first question today's I am going to discuss this question, that is what A is given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here A is given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and B is given A, B, C, three elements. Then the number of functions which are not on the number of functions which are not on generally the student he will miss this to read this. Generally he will see the number of functions which are on to functions. Already you learned. Suppose first set contains 5 elements. Here this is set A, this is set B. Set A contains 5 elements, set B contains only 3 elements. So you know the number of functions from A to B is what? The total number of functions from A to B. From A to B is nothing but n of B to the power of n of B. Number of elements in second set to the power of number of elements in first set. That is nothing but what? 3, 4, 5. So number of functions, number of onto functions. This is the first one. Total number of functions. Total number of functions is this. Total number of functions is this. Right. Number of total number of onto functions from set A to set B. We can write like this. This is nothing but suppose set A contains R elements, set B contains N elements. Then I can write N power R minus NC1 minus NC1 into N minus 1 to the power of R plus NC2 into N minus 2 whole to the power of R. Like this we can write. When the second set contains more than 2 elements. So in this case, what he is asking the number of functions which are not onto functions. So in this case, I can write total number of functions. Total number of functions minus number of onto functions. Onto functions. When I subtract total number of functions, total functions minus number of onto functions, I will get what? Total number of functions is nothing but here in this case that is 3, 4, 5 minus number of onto functions when second set contains only 3 elements, this contains 5 elements. I can write like this, that is nothing but 3, 4, 5 minus of 3C1 into 3 minus 1 whole to the power of 5, that is 2, 4, 5 plus 3C2 into 1 to the power of 5. Next term becomes 0. That's why I can write 3, 4, 5 minus 3, 4, 5 get cancelled. 3C1 into 2, 4, 5 minus into plus minus 3C2 into 1. Then finally I can write 3 into 32 minus 6. 3 into, sorry, 3C2 means that is 3. It is nothing but what 96 minus 3, 93. So this is integer question, very, very easiest question this is. So I started with the easiest question. This is easy. This question is easy. I can say this is easy. Total number of functions minus number of functions which are onto functions. When you subtract, you will get the number of functions which are not onto functions. Now let us move to next question. That is what Z is a complex number. Z is a complex number such that modulus of Z plus 2 is equal to modulus of Z minus 2. That means what? It is nothing but a line that is perpendicular bisector of the line segment joining what? Minus 2 comma 0 to 2 comma 0. Next, this is nothing but a norm equation, that is argument of Z minus 3 by Z plus I is equal to 5 by 4. Let me do this question in easy way. This is also somewhat easy only. I can say this is also easy question. So here Z is equal, solution starts like this. Here Z is equal, let Z is equal to X plus I may like it. So modulus of Z plus 2 is equal to modulus of Z minus 2. That is nothing but X minus 2 plus I is equal to X plus 2, X plus 2 plus Iy is equal to X minus 2 minus Iy. X minus 2 plus Iy here also. Now, modulus of this is nothing but what X plus 2 whole square plus Y square is equal to, here also I can write X minus 2 whole square plus Y square. Then you will get what here? X is equal to 0, we are going to get, because it is nothing but X square plus 4X plus 4 is equal to X square minus 4X plus 4. So X square plus 4X square plus 4 cancelling X is equal to 0. X is equal to 0. Or I can represent like this also. When you take this point, this is minus 2 comma 0. This is 2 comma 0. The Z is equidistant from these 2 points. That must be, this is nothing but the locus of that. It is nothing but y-axis. Equation of y-axis is nothing but X is equal to 0. So I can say here Z is equal to X plus Iy, X is equal to 0. So Z is equal to Iy. Complex number is this. Now, what is asking? Argument of this Z minus 3 by Z plus I is equal to what? Iy minus 3 by, it is nothing but Iy plus I. After this, I can write like this: Iy minus 3 by I times of I plus 1. So multiply numerator and denominator with I, then you will get I square by minus 3i by I square into y plus 1. In the place of I square, you can write minus 1 minus y minus 3i by minus of y plus 1. Or I can write y plus 3i by y plus 1, which we can write as y by y plus 1 plus 3 by y plus 1 into I, which is of the form x plus sin y. So what he said here, argument of z minus 3 by z plus I is given as what? 5 by 4. So argument means what? Tan inverse of y by x. Tan inverse of imaginary part by real part. That is nothing but what? Tan inverse of 3 by y plus 1 by y plus 1. That is nothing but 3 by y is equal to 5 by 4. Or tan pi by 4 is equal to 3 by y. So 3 by y is equal to 1, y is equal to 3. Therefore, I can write z is equal to iy, that is nothing but plus 3a. Plus 3a is correct answer. This is second one. Now let us move to third question. The number of ways of 4 boys and 3 girls. This is permutations. Simple question and basic concept is asking here. The number of ways in 4 boys and 3 girls are to be arranged in a row so that all 3 girls are not sit together. All 3 girls are not together is equal to what he is asking. So in this case, there are 4 boys and 3 girls. So first let me write the total number of arrangements without condition. So total number of arrangements without condition, then what I have to do, I have to write when 3 girls are sitting together, number of arrangements, let us write. Now, so here the answer for this is very simple. Total number of arrangements without any condition. Total number of arrangements minus number of arrangements where all girls sit together. This is the concept behind this question. Total number of arrangements is nothing but what? 4 boys and 3 girls. Total we are having 7. How many ways we can make them to arrange 7 factorial ways? Minus all 3 girls sit together here. 4 boys are there. All 3 girls, girl 1, girl 2, girl 3. I will treat this as 1 unit. Total 5 units are there here. 5 units, how many ways we can make them to arrange? 5 factorial. But internally, these 3 girls we can arrange in 3 factorial. So these are the ways they sit together. We are subtracting this from total number of arrangements. I will get what arranged in a row so that all 3 girls are not sit together. What is 7 factorial? You get to simplify this. 7 factorial means 7 into 720. That is nothing but 14, 49, 53, 5340 minus 5 factorial 120 into 6, 720. Then answer becomes, it is nothing but 20, this is 53 minus 7. 53 minus 7, that is, once again, 720 into 7. 720 into 6, sorry. 720 into 6, 12, 42, 43, 43. This is wrong. So here, 7 factorial is, but once again, let me write. So 7 factorial means 7 into 6 factorial. 6 factorial is 720. 6 factorial is 6 into 5 into this. 720 into 7. 49, 5040. 5040 minus 5 factorial 120 into 6. 5040 minus 720. Then it is nothing but 4320. This is correct answer. The number of ways in which 4 boys and 3 girls. This is also a simple question only, easy question only. I can say this is a easy question. Easily you can do simple calculations, you can do easily. Now let us move to fourth question. This is what inverse trigonometric functions and derivatives together they are asking. Inverse trigonometric functions, simple calculations is asking here. Y is equal to tan inverse of, first let me take this is A. Let me take this is B. So A is equal to what? Separately, let me take that is tan inverse of 3 cos x minus 4 sin x by 4 cos x plus 3 sin x. Already learned some properties in trigonometry, that is what? Tan inverse of, one important property you have to remember, tan inverse of x minus y by 1 plus xy is nothing but tan inverse of x minus tan inverse of. So I am going to use this. For that, I need what? Denominator first term must be 1. So that what I have to do? Divide numerator and denominator with 4 cos x. Then I will get what? Tan inverse of 3 cos x by 4 cos x, that is nothing but 3 by 4, minus 4 sin x by 4 cos x, that is nothing but tan x, by 4 cos x by 4 cos x, that is nothing but 1. 3 sin x by 4 cos x, that is 3 by 4 tan x. Now you take this as x, this as y, when you see tan inverse of x minus y by 1 plus xy. Tan inverse x minus tan inverse y, that is tan inverse of 3 by 4 minus tan inverse of tan x. So tan inverse 3 by 4 minus tan inverse of tan x, that is nothing but x. Let us take this is 1. This is 1. Now let me take second one is what? Second function is given, that is tan inverse of x by 1 plus root of 1 plus x square. I am going to apply substitution method. Put x is equal to tan theta. Theta is equal to tan inverse x. Then this we can write as tan inverse of tan theta by 1 plus root of 1 plus tan square theta secant theta. Tan inverse of tan theta we can write as sin theta by cos theta. Here also 1 plus 1 by cos theta, 1 plus cos theta. Apply submutable angles formulas here. Tan inverse of what is sin theta? 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. 1 plus cos theta is what? 2 cos square theta by 2. 2 to cancel cos theta. Cos theta. Tan inverse of tan theta by 2. Nothing is there in this. Theta by 2. 1 by 2 into theta is nothing but tan inverse 6. Tan inverse 6. So the function becomes what? Now y is equal to what is y? A plus 3. A is nothing but this tan inverse of 3 by 4 minus 6 plus 1 by 2 tan inverse 6. This is b. What he is asking here? Dy by dx you find. Find the derivative of this function with respect to x. So differentiate with respect to x. Dy by dx is equal. This is constant 0 minus 1 plus half into tan inverse x, the derivative 1 by 1 plus x square. He is asking what? Yet x is equal to root 3 by 2. Yet x is equal to root 3 by 2. Now you substitute in the place of x root 3 by 2. Then you will get what? Minus 1 plus 1 by 2 times 1 plus 3 by 4. That is minus 1 plus 1 by 2 into 7 by 4. So minus 1 plus 2 by 7. That is minus 7 plus 2. That is nothing but minus 5 by 7. So this is the answer for this. In this question, I applied here inverse trigonometric functions concept. Here also, by substituting x value, then it will become very easy to you. Next, let us move to next question. That is what? The domain of this function. Domain of this function. This is also related to inverse trigonometric functions and algebra functions chapter, that is cos inverse of 4x plus 2 into step x by 3. Where step x is greatest integer function is asking this question. Very, very simple. This is here also. It is, I think, some moderate to different question. This is. So cos inverse x domain is already you know that minus 1 less than or equal to 4x plus 2 into step x by 3 less than or equal to 1. Because cos inverse x domain is minus 1 to 1. So here also I am writing like this for what values of x this is. So now here we are having two cases. Case 1 is what? Case 1 is what? If x belongs to closed interval 0 to open interval 1. First case I take in closed interval 0 to 1. When 0 less than or equal to x less than, by the definition of step function, it becomes 0. In this case, step x is equal to 0. So this becomes what? Minus 1 less than or equal to 4x by 3 less than or equal to 1. Then So when you multiply it with a positive number, inequality won't change, that is 4x less than or equal to this, minus 3 by 4 less than or equal to x, less than or equal to 3 by 4. So, but here, case 1 is what? X is taking the values, only positive values. So I can say 0 less than, I can write this as 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3 by 4. So x belongs to closed interval 0 to 3 by 4. Let us take this one. Now let us take second case, that is what? Case 2 is if x belongs to closed interval minus 1 to 0. In this case, closed interval minus 1 to 0. In this case, minus 1 less than or equal to x less than 0. Step x is minus 1. So this becomes minus 1 to this becomes minus 1 less than or equal to 4x minus 2 by 3 less than or equal to 1. Or I can write minus 3 less than or equal to 4x minus 2 less than or equal to 1. So adding 2, that is minus 1 less than or equal to 4x less than or equal to 3. So minus 1 by 4 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3 by 4. But here I am taking all negative values. That is, x belongs to closed interval minus 1 by 4 to 0. This is second one. So, what is the common solution for this? What is the common domain of this is nothing but what? This and this, when you take, that is nothing but what? Minus 1 by 4 to 3 by 4 is correct answer. Minus 1 by 4 to common solution is 2. So the domain of the function, this is also, it is not so easy, but you can do easily when you know the domain of cos inverse x function. Now let us move to next question. That is what? This is sequence and series, very, very simple question. You can understand easily also here. What is there? Sn is, here listen, Sn is the sum of first n terms of AP. An is nth term of AP, described about AP. Sn is sum of first n terms, and nth term of AP is given An. If first term of the given AP is 10 by 3, S30 is given, one relation is given. S30, sum of first 30 terms in that AP is equal to A cube, A30 cube. Then the common difference of the given AP is what? Let us take AP is saying about AP. Let A be the first term, A be the first term, and D be the common difference. D be the common difference of 30 AP. But what he is asking here? First term of AP, but the common difference is what he is asking. What is common difference? D is equal to what he is asking. Here, A is given that A is equal to, given that A is equal to 10 by 3. S30 is equal to what? What is S30? Separately let me find. Sn formula is what? N by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Here n is nothing but 30 by 2 into 2a. 2a means that is 20 by 3. N minus 1 into d. 30 minus 1, 29d. 29d. This is 15 into 20 by 3 plus 29d. Now, what is given here? Again, what is A30? A30 is nothing but 30th term. 30th term means A plus this is nothing but 29D. A plus 29D. A is given as what? A is nothing but 10 by 3. 10 by 3 plus 29D. This is A30. So relation is given, that is what? S30 is equal to A30 cube. What is S30? 50 into 20 by 3 plus 29D is equal to the cube of this, that is 10 by 3 plus 29D whole cube. But when you expand direct expansion, it will take time. It will take time. What we have to do? Let me take this is x. Let me take this is x. Then this becomes what? 15 into 10 by 3 plus one more 10 by 3 is there. 10 by 3 plus 29D. I am taking this as x. So this is x is equal to x cube. When I am taking x is equal to 10 by 3 plus 29, then this is nothing but what? 3 5 times 50 plus 15x is equal to x cube. So we are getting a cubic equation here simple. By trial and error, I can say x is equal to 5 is the answer for this. X is equal to 5 is the solution for this. By trial and error, nothing is there. When you take x is equal to 5, 50 plus 75, that is nothing but 50 plus 75, 125, 5 cube is nothing but 125. Now, in the place of x, you write what? 5, then you will get what? E value easily you can find is asking that only common difference of this. 5 minus 10 by 3 is equal to 2090. Therefore, E is equal to 50 minus 10, that is 5 by 3 into 29. 5 by 15, 87. So common difference is this. No doubt this is a somewhat difficult question only. But easily you can do, when you know the concept, easily you can do. Already you know the formulas, directly you can substitute, you can do easily. But this type of question don't leave in examination. Next, let us move to next question. The value of very, very interesting question. This is many times it was given. Many times when you observe 21st, 22nd JEE mains question paper, when you see onwards, the same question which is repeated many times. The value of A is equal to this, B is equal to this. Then the value of A by B is what is asking. A is equal to sin 3 cos 9 degrees, sin 9 cos 27, sin 27 by cos 80, 81. Here when you observe here 3 degrees is there, here 9 degrees is there. So this is when I am taking this as theta, this is 3 theta. When I am taking this as theta, this is 3 theta. This is theta, this is 3 theta. So what I have to write here, A is equal, let me take 3 degrees is theta, just for understanding sake. This is cos 3 theta. So I can write here sin theta into multiply here with the cos theta, denominator also with the cos theta. And multiply here also to, here also to. Then I can get what here. Numerator is sin 2 theta, 2 sin theta cos theta. 1 by 2 right outside. Cos 3 theta, cos theta. Many times it was given in mains. The same questions when you observe coming, spells students, please, you refer previous questions, previous question bank for mathematics. So you can do easily. Now 1 by 2 into sin 2 theta, here 2 theta is there, here 2 angles are there, 3 theta and theta. I can write 2 theta as difference of these three, the difference of these two angles by cos 3 theta into cos theta. Sin A, sin of A minus B formula, sin A cos B. I can write 1 by 2 into sin A cos B minus cos A sin B by cos 3 theta cos theta, cos 3 theta cos theta. Finally, what I am getting here, 1 by 2 into tan 3 theta minus tan theta. So, sin theta by cos 3 theta, I am getting this. Now, I would like to write the same sequence here, same series. A is equal to. In the place of theta, you take what? The place of theta, you take 3 degrees. Then you will get what here? Half into. I am going to sum up all these. That is what? Tan 3 theta, tan 9. Sorry, tan 9 degrees minus tan theta, tan 3 degrees. Plus next, when you take theta is equal, when you take theta is equal 9 degrees, then you will get what? Tan 3 theta, that is tan 27 minus tan theta, tan 9 theta. 9 theta is 9 degrees. Next, plus when you take 27 degrees here, 27 degrees, that is tan 81 degrees minus tan 27 degrees. So here, tan 9 degrees, tan 9 degrees cancel, tan 27, tan 27 plus minus get cancel. Finally, what I am getting? 1 by 2 into tan 81 degrees minus tan 3 degrees. You see? Here, this is given as what B, and this is nothing but B by 2. Therefore, what is asking here? What is A by B? A by B is nothing but 1 by 2. So, this is the answer for this. Here in this question, what we did, simple trigonometric transformations we are applying here once again. So this is, when I am taking this is theta, no doubt this is 3 theta. It is of the form sin theta by cos 3 theta, multiply numerator and denominator with the 2 cos theta, then 1 by 2 right outside, it is nothing but sin 2 theta, cos 3 theta, cos theta. Now sin of this 2 theta I can write as difference of two angles. Then to split this, we are going to get this. This is the first part. Now in the place of each term, we have to write like this. And we are writing like this. By taking first one, theta is 3 degrees. Next, theta 9. Next, theta 27. I am writing this. But this is nothing but B given. So A by B is 1 by 2. This is also, I can say, moderate to difficult. But many times it was given in examination. Now, let us move to now let us move to next question. That is the value of minus 2 to 2. This is definite integrals question. Very, very interesting question. Simple question. But this also many times it was given in examination. This models recently also given. So I would like to take another color. Right. Here, minus 2 to 2. Minus 2 to 2. Modulus of sin x dx I am writing like this. Plus minus 2 to 2. Modulus of x sin x dx. First, let me write the sum of two definite integrals. But minus 2 to 2 here, one important property minus a to a. Modulus minus a to a f of x dx is equal to 2 times of 0 to a f of x dx. When here listen, when it is nothing but what are f of a minus x is equal to f of x, because it is modulus function, I can write this as directly 2 to 0 to 2. Modulus of sin x is nothing but sin x. Plus this also I can write as x into sin x. I can write like this. This is also when you write in the place of x minus x, you will get back the same thing. So I can write this is 2 into 0 to 2 x sin x dx. In the first one, integral of sin x is nothing but what? Minus cos x. So 0 to 2. Here also, apply integration by parts by taking this is f of x, this is g of x. First function into integral of second function. First function into integral of second function. Minus integral. First function derivative, that is 0 to 2 only. Minus integral. First function derivative into integral of this. I am writing directly, that is plus I am writing directly. Now, x into minus cos x. Again, minus cos x means what? That is nothing but sin x. Integral 0 to 2 once again. First function into integral of second function minus integral. First function derivative, that is 1 into integral of minus cos x minus into minus, that is plus integral cos x is nothing but sin x. Now, this is nothing but 2 into minus cos 2 minus of minus cos 0 is nothing but 1 plus when you write x is equal to what? 2, that is minus 2 cos 2 minus 2 cos 2 plus sin 2. When you write x is equal to 0, 0, lower limit 0 is what? When I am writing like this, I will get what here? Minus 2 cos 2 plus 2 plus minus 4 cos 2 plus 2 sin 2. So final answer for this is minus 6 cos 2 plus 2 sin 2. Directly also you can tell what he is asking here in this problem. This is given as what b into 1 minus 3 cos alpha plus b sin beta, beta sin beta. So beta sin beta means beta is nothing but what he is asking. Beta is nothing but directly also you can tell, or you can verify also here. This is plus 2 sin this. This is beta into beta is nothing but beta I am saying that is 2 into 1 minus 3 times of 1 minus it is nothing but we can arrange like this also beta into 1 minus 3 cos alpha cos 2 that is alpha is equal to you can write like that also. You can say cos alpha this is beta is nothing but 2. So this is also interesting question. Just we are taking minus a to a property in this. This is also important question. Next, f of x is equal to f dash x into f double dash x and f of 0 is equal to 0, where f of x is polynomial function of nth degree. This is polynomial function of nth degree. The value of this is asking f dash 2, f double dash 2 equal to 0 to 1 f of x. What is given here in this problem? What is given? Let us see what is given here. F of x is given. F of x is given f dash x into f double dash x. First, we have to find the polynomial degree using this. So he said polynomial degree is nth degree is said. So here the degree of this is here. The degree of f dash x is always n minus 1. The degree of f dash that is n minus 2. So n and n cancel. N must be 3. So let f of x is equal to everything. That's why third degree polynomial is asking cubic equation. I can say this is nothing but ax2 plus bx squared plus cx plus b. That's why I am choosing the polynomial equation is this f of x is equal to ax cube plus bx squared plus cx plus b. But given what here? F of 0 is equal to 0. So f of 0 is equal to 0 means what? Indirectly given this is d is equal to 0. Indirectly constant term is 0. Now, what is given that you have to write? That is what? Ax cube plus bx square plus cx is equal, because d is equal to 0. F dash x, what is the derivative of this? What is the derivative of this? 3x square, 3ax square plus 2bx plus c into what is f double dash x? Again, differentiate this 6ax plus 2b. When you multiply this 3ax square 6ax, that is 18a square x cube. When you multiply this with this, that is what? 6ab x square. When you multiply this with this is 12ab x square. When you multiply this with this, that is 4b square. 4b square x plus 6ac x plus 2b. Once again, 18, we are going to get 3 into 2, 6 terms. Yes. So 18 a square x cube next term. 6ab x square next. 2 into 6, that is 12ab x square next. 4b square x next. 6ac x, right? 2bc. Now compare constants first. When you compare constant terms here, comparing like terms on both sides. When you compare constant terms, BC must be equal to 0. BC must be equal to 0. Either B is equal to 0 or C is equal to 0 or both may be equal to 0. Then when you compare x square coefficients, that is 18ab. 18ab is equal to 0 because this is third degree polynomial. So what I can say, A not equal to 0 when I am taking. So B is equal to 0. When B is equal to 0, obviously C is equal also 0. BC values are zeros. When BC values are zeros in the given in the polynomial equation, third degree equation, then f of x must be equal to ax cube. F of x is equal to ax cube. So here, when you compare x cube coefficients on both sides, 18a square is equal to a cancel, then you will get what? A is equal to 1 by 18. Therefore, what I can say here, f of x is equal to x cube by 18. So first you have to get the polynomial, third degree polynomial equation in x. For that, use this condition. F of 0 is equal to 0. F of x is polynomial function of nth degree. For that, what I did here, the degree of f of x is n, here degree of f dash x is n minus 1. So powers must be equal because these two terms are equal means. Then I am going to get here n is equal to 3. I am taking this f of 0 is given as 0, that is constant term is 0. Then we are multiplying and comparing. I am getting f of x is this. Then what is asking here, you can do easily 36 into what is f dash x? What is f dash x? When I am taking f of x is equal to this. When I am taking f of x is equal to this. When I am taking f of x is equal to x cube by 18. What is f dash x? 3x square. 3x square means that is 3 into 2 square by 18 plus what is f double dash of 2? That is nothing but 3x square. 3x square derivative 6x. 6 into 2 by 18. Next, integral 0 to 1 f of x dx. Integral 0 to 1. What is f of x? X cube by 18 dx. So you simplify, you get the answer. So 3 6 times. So 36 into 4 by 6. 4 by 6 means 2 by 3. 6 3 times. This also 2 by 3. This is x4 4 by 4 into 18. 0 to 1. It is nothing but 36 into 4 by 3 plus 1 by 72. When you write limits values here, 36 into 3 LCM is 72. 24, 96 plus 1. In this is 97 by 2. Answer becomes 48. Answer becomes 48.5. This is 9 question. This is somewhat difficult level, but interesting question this is. Interesting this is. So, what I did here, first let me find what is f of x here. After that, what he is asking, you can do. Next question, let us move to next question. This is, consider 8 observations, AB 8, 103, 13, 21, 67, 17, where A greater than B. Where A greater than B. If the median and mean deviation, this is statistics question, are given 21, 26 respectively, then the value of 2A is what is asking. Then the value of 2A is what? Now, let me write this according to whenever I am going to think about the median. So, here I have to write the given data in ascending order or descending order. Ascending order or descending order. So, here 8 observations are given. First, let me write what is smallest one. Smallest one, 8. After that, 8 is over. Next to 30. Next to 70. According to the order, that is what ascending order, 21. After 21, we will be having 67. 67. Next, 103. A comma B. Next, so here because A comma A is greater than B, that's why don't write A comma B, that is B. A. That is also important. But when you see here, he said what? The median of this is given 21. Median of this is 21. Where you are going to find ungrouped data of median. So here 8 terms are there. Here 8 terms are there. Here when I am taking like this, so the median, these two, here you see, the median 21, 67. 67 is there. That's why here B must be included. That's why again I am writing like this. So one of AB must be here because B is less than A or A is greater than B. I can write 21, comma B. Next 67, 103. Next let me write A because A is greater than B. This is important. After writing this, mean here, median is given 21. That's why here B is equal to 21. B is equal to 21. But he is asking what is 2A. So mean deviation is given. What is mean deviation? Mean deviation is given 26. This is equal. 26 is equal to modulus of 21 mean deviation that is 26. So I can write what here? B is given this. So mean is given here. Mean is given, mean is given here. Median is given here 21. 21 minus 8. Next, 21 minus 8. Next, 21 minus 13. 21 minus 17. 21 minus 3. 21 minus 67. 21 minus 21 minus 21 minus 103 plus 21 minus 8 divided by 8. Sum of deviations by sum of deviation with respect to mean, with respect to median. Median is 28. This is 26. So here in this case, when you observe, B is nothing but 21 that will cancel. 21 minus 21 also, that is 21 minus 21 cancel. So finally you will get what here? A is nothing but here when you calculate, we are going to get A is nothing but 76. A is nothing but 76. Therefore, I can say 2A is equal to into 76. The answer for this is 152. Easily you can find. So using mean, median, mean deviation, how do you find? We did many questions. So this is also one of the important model for examination. Next question is A is matrix of order 3 such that determinant of A is equal to minus 4. Then the value of determinant of this is asking. Determinant of adjoint of 2 into adjoint A whole inverse. 2 into adjoint A whole inverse for this only whole inverse. So here we have to remember one thing, that is what? So the first one is what? And here some formulas we have to remember. That is what? Delta of A inverse is equal to 1 by dt. Second one is what? When A is n by n matrix, when K is scalar, then net of K is equal to K power n into dt. Adjoint of net of adjoint A is equal to dt equal to the power of n minus 1. Net of adjoint A is equal to dt whole to the power of n minus 1 whole square. So in this case, order of n is order here, order is 3 given. Matrix determinant is given minus 4. Adjoint of this is asking. I am taking 2 into adjoint A. Yes, one matrix. That is also matrix. The inverse of this is nothing but what? Net of this is nothing but this I can write as 1 by 2 times. I have to write that is what? Det A whole to the power of. Det A whole to the power of means det of 2 into adjoint A whole to the power of n minus 1 adjoint n minus 1 whole square. So n minus 1 whole square. N minus 1 whole square means that is what? N minus 1 whole square. 3 minus 1 whole square. This we can write as what? 1 by. So det of K is nothing but this is also matrix, right? A. Det of K, 2 is constant here. This we can write as 2 into 4 into 3. Because K power n into dt. So 2 power n into dt whole power 4 into det of adjoint A whole power 4. It is nothing but 1 by 2 power 12 into det of adjoint A. Det of adjoint A is nothing but det A whole to the power of n minus 1. Det A whole to the power of n minus 1 means that is 2 into 8. So it is nothing but what? 1 by 2 power 12 into det A is given as what? Minus 4. Minus 4 whole to the power of 16. It is nothing but 2 power 12 into 2 power 12 into det of adjoint A whole to the power of this. This is nothing but 4 to the power of 4 means 8. This is nothing but minus to the power of 8 positive 2 power 16. So the answer for this is 1 by 2 power 28. Once again, So you have to remember all these formulas. Matrices and determinants, one of the important model. Every time they are testing adjoint of determinant of adjoint of K. Here, adjoint of K whole inverse. You have to remember all these formulas and you can apply this easily. So, det of adjoint is nothing but det A whole to the power of n minus 1. So, we are writing like this. This is the answer to this. So, I will end here. So, students, for coming batches also, refer previous questions, previous mains questions, the same models they are testing, same models they are asking. So, all the best for coming examinations. Thank you.